Right. Yeah. Okay. Yes.
I think you have got message.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Then I am sharing screen. Yeah. Share sound is also.
Yeah. Share sound. If you're playing some video or something like that, you can give the share sound.
No, it is not a video. Just a template.
Okay. Then no need. No need for share sound.
Say here.
Yeah. You can minimize this.
Okay, I will minimize it. Okay. Yeah. And adjectives. These are advanced adjectives for people.
Okay.
Some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 adjectives.
Right.
Shall I call it adjectives or adjectives?
Adjectives.
Adjectives. Okay.
Right.
D is slow, lightly stressed, I think.
Right. Adjectives. We don't say adjectives, we say adjectives. Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
And first one is perceptive.
Right.
You know,
Perceptive. Right.
perceptive.
Or you can keep it because it is in middle, you can keep it very light. You can say perceptive.
Perceptive.
Right? Yeah. Keep it even lighter. Try to make it as light as possible.
As light as
Perceptive. Yeah. Perceptive. Right. If you want, you can ignore it completely also. Perceptive.
Perceptive. Okay.
Right? Perceptive. You can make it completely silent. You can say perceptive.
Okay.
Right.
Perceptive.
Yeah. Perceptive. Comes from the word perceive.
Perceive.
Perceive,
Okay.
meaning what? Like how you are looking at things. You're right. What is your perceptive means? What is your view? What is your opinion or what is your view on this?
Okay. Yes.
Right. Like for example, yeah.
You
Yes, sir.
know, a perceptive person is he finds even a small thing also he grasps even a small thing and he
Right.
finds he has a subtle understanding also
Yeah.
on all the problems on all the
Correct.
issues. That
Correct.
kind of person is a perceptive person.
Perceptive person. He will always have a what we can say. He will have this what we can say, that skill of looking at things from different perceptions.
Different perception.
Right? From your viewpoint, how you are looking at something, from my viewpoint, right? My viewpoint might be different from your viewpoint.
Yes.
Right? So that is called perception.
Perception.
Right? Perception. So the word perception, right, is your skill, and the person is called perceptive. He's a perceptive person. Meaning what? He can look at things from different angles, from different viewpoints, etc.
Different.
Yeah.
This is a regular word. That's why
Right.
I have taken this word.
Right. You can, if you want, you can substitute the word opinion also in this particular case.
Opinion. Okay.
Yeah. In the case, like for example, I can ask you same question, what is your opinion? Or I can ask you, what is your perceptive?
What is your perceptive?
I can also ask you, what is your take? What is your take on this, right? What is your take on this? I can even ask you that also.
This is a good. What is your take? This is a.
What is your take? Yeah.
Yeah. I heard about. I have heard about this. In films also.
Right. Yeah.
This, what is your take on this?
Correct. For example, if it is something like a debate or something, like people will ask you, should capital punishment be encouraged? So the host will ask the debater, what is your opinion on this? What is your view on this? What is your perception on this? What is your take on this? All are fine.
Yeah. Yes.
Right.
Different kinds of expressions.
Right. Yeah. Synonyms, like different synonyms. Right. That's it.
Yeah. Second one is inspirational.
Correct.
Inspirational person, because every day we look for inspirations in our life. We come across whenever a person who has who is ideal and who works very well and who leads the team from that standing front side and who is leading teams and who takes all the responsibilities. Such kind of persons are inspirational people.
Okay. Yeah.
That's why inspiration and inspirational people. This word we come across regularly.
Correct.
Yeah.
Inspirational quotes You can right, instead of saying inspirational people, you can even say he's a motivational person. You can even say that also.
Motivational.
Right, motivational, right? Inspirational, motivational are both synonyms.
Yes.
Right, motivational quotes, inspirational quotes, etc.
Yes.
Right.
Somewhere I heard about motivation. Motivation is a temporary thing. So temporary, it works only temporarily.
Right.
So you need regular motivation.
Correct.
Sometime today you have some motivation and tomorrow you may forget it. Huh? So unless until you work on it, that motivation doesn't work.
True.
So if you work, just to inspiration is not just inspiration is not enough.
Correct.
If you are motivated and inspired, and you have to work, you have to show in your actions. You have to show in your actions.
Right.
Someone is disciplined, but if you are also disciplined person, then only that inspiration will work. Just
True. That is true. There is a quote by I think Albert Einstein or Isaac Newton, that is, genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration.
Perspiration, yes.
Perspiration means what?
Sweat.
Hard work.
Yeah.
Right. So genius is 1% inspiration. That means like 1% you are inspired by someone, and 99% it is perspiration.
Perspiration. It is our work. It only speaks.
That's the thing that speaks.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank
Correct.
you. And also the third one is, regularly we come across people like ambitious people. Ambitious. Regularly
Ambitious. Not ambition. Ambition. Right. Ambition. Yeah. You can make the A slightly this thing. Don't make it as A. Make it as A. Ambition. Ambition. Yeah. Ambition. Over ambitious.
Over ambitious.
Yeah.
Over ambitious.
You can say yes.
Yeah. Ambitious persons. Ambitious persons are okay. We need everyone need ambitions. But over ambitions or over ambitious persons, they are not that much good for the society. So they always with over ambitions. They always they think about themselves, and they are selfish, and always thinking about their promotions, their advancement, about their families, and only they think about themselves only. Ambitious, okay, ambitious. We need ambitions. We should be ambitious, but over ambitiousness or over ambitiousness is not good. Shall I say over ambitiousness?
No, over ambitious.
Over ambitious.
Right, over ambitious. Right. So over ambitious basically means that you have like so many things that you have planned. Right. Ambition is fine. Having an ambition is fine. Like, but over ambition means like I want to do that, I want to do this, like so many things.
So many things.
So many things. What another term for this is an overachiever.
Overachiever.
Right, an overachiever. Right. Someone who is like planned on doing like so many things. That is called an overachiever, right? So over ambitious doesn't necessarily mean that they are like like concerned about themselves. They are just like people who have planned a lot.
Yeah,
right? Yeah. They have planned a lot, but they're not able to, like, most probably they will not be able to execute everything.
Yes.
Right, they might not be able to achieve everything. So that is called over ambitious.
Whenever we see some people, in the office, they don't talk to their colleagues. They work even not only not they work only not only they don't do 10 to 5 jobs. Even after duty timings also, they stick to office. They spend the nights also in the office.
Okay.
They try to they try to impress a boss.
Yeah.
They don't think about their job, their health also.
True, 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 true.
So that kind of over ambitious persons,
Right.
they it
Overambitious people. Never say
over.
persons. Never say persons. Persons
Uh,
doesn't exist. Person
uh,
is an individual.
okay.
People. People is
People.
plural.
People. Over
Right.
ambitious colleague people,
Correct.
they damage their health. Hmm?
True, true,
They
true, true.
damage their health, and ultimately it may lead to dangerous health problems.
True, 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 true.
Health is wealth, but sometimes if we lose our health, what is the importance of
Correct.
wealth?
Correct, 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 correct.
So
That's true. That's true.
in the to in uh, without thinking about health,
Hmm.
without considering environment, without considering what is happening around us,
Yeah.
just only one target, that is to reach the number one position.
Goal. Yeah.
So that may have side effects also.
True.
That is what I want to.
Correct. That's absolutely right. That's absolutely right. Focus on a couple of words like don't
Ah,
say environment, environment.
environment,
And
environment.
right, not even environment. R in
Ah,
the middle, so keep it silent.
ah,
Environment. You can ignore the R completely. You
completely.
can say, yeah, ignore the, take it out of the word itself. No problem at all.
Yeah, yes,
Environment, environment.
yes,
No
yes.
R at all.
You said it some 2 3 calls
Right,
back.
right, right.
Yes,
Environment,
environment,
government, etc. Like these kinds of words. Right,
government. R
right.
is totally
Or
silent.
you can completely keep it, because see what happens is that many people, like, they don't know this, but R is considered as a ferocious word. It's considered
Oh,
as a dangerous word.
dangerous
Right,
word.
right. Because in the
Uh,
sense, like, usage of R is like, like they say that people who stress a lot on R are basically supposed to be people who have anger issues.
uh,
Okay, like, it gives an emphasis of like, for example, wild animals, their sound that they make, roar, etc. These kinds of sound are all related to R.
yes,
So they
yes,
say that, people who use a lot of R in their words are supposed to be basically people who have what we can say, like this particular kind of thing, that is anger
anger,
issue or stress,
anger.
etc. That's it.
That's
So
why.
that is
Oh,
why in British English and all that, they have this tendency to keep the R silent.
oh,
Okay,
okay.
so whenever you see R, you can give a small break. Like, for example, in the case of environment, they give environment, like that they say.
Environment. Okay.
Government, like that.
Uh,
Right.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you. Very important, very
Yeah.
interesting,
Right, right, right.
interesting point.
Right, yeah.
Uh, and fourth one is
Mm-hmm.
conscientious. Conscientious, conscious. I don't know whether it came from consciousness or something.
Okay.
Conscientious means a person who
Yeah, it
is.
is. I'll
uh,
tell you one thing. It is
mm,
conscientious.
okay, conscientious. Okay.
Correct, right?
Uh,
Because TIOS is pronounced as sh.
uh,
Right, how we pronounce in the case of possession and all those things, right? TION is pronounced as sh. Whenever you see TIO, it is sh. Conscientious.
conscientious.
Right,
Okay.
conscientious. Many people have a habit of saying as concise. Concise is different, right? This is right. One second, sir.
Consent.
Can you just make me the host for 1 second?
Yeah.
Or 1 second, I think, yeah, I have reclaimed it.
Ah,
Okay, so give
ah,
me 1 second. So
mm.
you can say it comes from, and the word conscience,
Conscience.
right? Conscience,
Ah,
conscience, right?
ah,
People have a habit of saying it as conscience, etc. Conscience, right?
conscience.
You're related to your consciousness, right? Related to your consciousness, etc. is called your right, conscience.
Another word is their consciousness.
Right, consciousness, etc. Right, right,
Conscious.
right, right. Yeah, consciousness means like, if you have become unconscious, right?
Ah,
Right. If you're aware about your surroundings and all that, we can say you're conscious, right? You're
conscious,
conscious.
unconscious. Yes.
Correct. Conscience means your, like, what is going inside your that mental state is called your conscience.
Okay. This
Okay,
is
your mental state is called your conscience, right? So or like the difference between what is right, what is wrong, etc. That kind of thing is called your conscience.
Yes, it is.
Okay, it's right.
Christian people, they use this word.
It's actually it's a psychological term. Like there is it's a moral term. The difference between like right and wrong. So
Right.
people say that in your right, in your conscience, right, what is right, what is wrong, like that. So that is right called your conscience. Okay, right. So this word that you mentioned, that is conscience, right? So CONSCIENTIOUS.
Yeah.
Okay. If you want to pronounce it in terms of your phonetics, we can say conscience. Conscientious. This particular thing makes the sh sound, sh sound. So CI together also becomes the sh sound. TI together also becomes the sh sound.
Conscia. Okay.
Right. Right. Conscientious.
Conscience. Okay. Yeah, got it. Consensus.
Right. Right. You can say it, even not even say, you don't have to say conscience. You can even say conscience. Right. You can even say like that also. Okay. Right. So you can say right. So you can even say conscientious, like that. You can say. You don't have to make it as too much like in terms of O and all that.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yes. Consensus person is, he or she, they do their duties. They do their duties till they, I mean, they fulfill their promises and duties totally. They're not in the middle. They don't. They don't give up in the middle. Just for example, uh, so they post a letter. After some time, they will call. They will call you and they will ask you whether you received or not.
Correct.
So that means they think they from starting to finish, they look after that work. Even in the office also, if they start a work, they don't give it to others. They personally they look after it and they finish it.
True.
That kind of person is
Conscientious. Yeah, conscientious is right.
person.
Just keep in mind that S, right, that CI makes the sh sound. Same goes for that TI also. That also makes the sh sound. So a conscientious person is basically, you can say, someone who has a sort of moral obligation. Right. So this person, right. So this person knows that, this person always feels that I have to do the right thing. I have to do the right thing, like that. They don't exactly think about themselves. They always think about what is right and what is wrong.
Yeah.
That is why they give more importance to their conscience, right? Like they will later on, they should not feel something like guilt or something like that, or oh, I have cheated him, etc., like that.
Yeah. Yes.
Right. So these people are the people who always want to do the right thing.
Right thing.
Right. They always like, they give more importance to morality. What we can say, very morally conscious, you can say, right? That is called, right, a conscientious person. Right? They are always concerned about doing the right thing.
Yes.
That is called a conscientious, right, or a conscientious person.
Yes.
All right. Yes. Now,
thank you. This one is obstinate person. They are very, they don't give up. They are hard. I mean, their nature character is they always think they are correct.
true.
So whatever they say, it should be implemented. So such kind of obstinate persons.
Right.
So I have many friends, this kind of friends. They don't listen us. Only they listen only after if something happens against their wills. If something happens out of, I mean, they think something, and if it doesn't happen in that thinking according to their thinking, if it doesn't happen, they feel very unhappy, and they will realize after that, after seeing the results only, they will realize that their thoughts are wrong. But they don't listen others. Only they will listen only after watching the results, after seeing the results only, they think that they are wrong. Before that, they don't take others' advice also. Whatever they think they are right, and they are too much obstinate.
Obstinate. One word you can just use to define obstinate, and that is stubborn.
Stubborn, yeah.
Right? A stubborn person is called an obstinate person. They will never listen to others. They only care about their viewpoint. Their perception will not change.
Their perception.
Right? They are not perceptive people. They only care about themselves. They only care about themselves.
Even if we show results also, even if we show some examples also, after showing examples also, they don't listen.
They don't listen.
So only they realize only after watching after watching the reality. After watching that result only, they think that they are wrong. Okay, true. That is
right. Another term that you can use for such kind of people is unyielding.
Unyielding person.
Right, yes. Right. An unyielding person. Right. Yielding means a person who will give up. Unyielding means a person who will not give up. Or something that doesn't give result. So if you talk to such people, it will not give any result. So that is why we say that such kind of people are unyielding people.
Unyielding people.
Yes. Unyielding people. And one more thing, whenever you're saying listen, you always have to it has to be succeeded by the word to. Don't say listen others, listen to others.
Listen to others. Yes.
Right. So such people don't listen to others. Listen to others. It should always be to listen to. Right?
Even they don't listen to their parents also.
Yeah, they won't listen to anyone. They won't listen to, right? So an obstinate person is usually a person, right? We can call them as headstrong also. Someone who doesn't, right, is someone who doesn't listen to others. They're only concerned about themselves. That's it.
Yes. Stubborn and headstrong.
Yeah, stubborn, headstrong, you can say unyielding, etc. etc. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Another word is neurotic persons. And nowadays there are many problems related to mental problems. Because of environment, or I don't know, because of office politics, or nowadays, society is very fast, and everyone is going. Everyone is looking after everyone. Everyone becoming selfish, and thinking about. They are becoming over ambitious. Huh? So in that journey, people are becoming neurotic.
Correct.
Neurotic, and they are getting some mental problems. Sometimes they behave like and they think unreality as reality.
Yeah.
Unreality. I think unreality is a word.
Right. Yes.
They think unreality as a reality, and something is happening around them. They think they always think something is happening around them. Some kind of anti. Someone is planning against them. And they become neurotic. So always doubting others.
Right.
That one is against me. That one is doing something against me.
Correct.
They are my enemies. So they see they imagine a small thing as a big thing.
True. Right.
Yeah. That kind of attitude is neurotic attitude.
Neurotic, right? It comes from the word neurosis.
Neurosis, yes.
Right. Relating to that is your mind is called neurosis.
Neurosis.
In very simple terms, you can say neurotic person is an irrational person because you don't know how they are going to behave next.
Yes.
Right. An irrational person is called a neurotic person, right? In like immediately their behavior and everything can change. That is called a neurotic person. Yeah. So neurotic, right? So people, right? Earlier times, people used to refer to like people with mental issues as neurotic people, but now that is not the case. It's a casual term that can be used to describe anyone who is like what we can say, if their behavior is changing suddenly, we can use it to describe. Right? Such people can also be described as neurotic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm.
Another word is open-minded. Open-minded people,
Mhm.
they are, I consider them as leaders also.
Mhm.
They are open. They are open to every doubt, and they are open to every question. They don't they don't show bossism. They don't show bossism.
Bossism.
Bossism. Boss,
Okay.
BOSS, boss.
Okay. And it,
In the office, boss has some kind of attitude, and he always think that he is correct. That
mhm.
kind of attitude is called bossism.
Okay. ISM.
Bossism, bossism.
Okay. Okay.
So
Okay.
they don't show bossism.
Mm-hmm.
They even respect even the low rank colleagues.
Mm-hmm.
Even they take the opinion of attenders. Even office boys also, they give respect to people in the
Mm-hmm.
office. They are open minded and they are broad minded. Open-minded people, whenever we see open-minded people, we think they are inspirational people also.
Right. Right.
They inspire us. So
Mm-hmm.
open-minded people, and they are very limited. We don't
Mm-hmm.
see them everywhere.
Correct.
Only we see them here and there, and whenever we see, we have to follow their ideals, or we have to follow their footsteps.
Yeah.
And also, open-mindedness is very important, because if you generally people will give their opinions. Other people also, they give opinions.
Mm-hmm.
If we are
Yes.
open-minded, if we are close-minded, the others, they don't tell their advices. They don't give
Correct.
advices.
Correct. Correct.
So open-minded and obstinate, both are opposite. Very
Opposite. Yes. Yes.
opposite.
Yes. Right. 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 Right.
Uh,
Open-minded is basically what we call as an unbiased person.
Unbiased.
Unbiased, right? A
Uh,
biased person means someone who is like who doesn't like one thing, who likes
mm,
only one thing, right? That is called biased.
yeah,
Right, he's a
biased.
very biased person. That means he has like he's judgmental towards one particular thing. He's right, he considers only one thing, like that. That is called a closed minded person. What we call as a
Mm,
right, biased person.
biased
So
person.
an unbiased person is what we call as an open minded person.
Open-minded.
You can also call an open minded person as the next one, that is an unprejudiced person.
Unprejudiced.
Right,
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
Yes, unprejudiced, right? So while prejudice means having strong this thing about one particular thing, unprejudiced means like being open to everything.
Yeah. Yes.
That is called unprejudiced. Yeah.
My next word is prejudiced. Yes. Like
Right. Prejudice. Prejudice.
prejudice.
Not
Prejudice.
deuce, not deuce, right? Prejudiced.
Prejudiced.
Right, right.
Uh,
It's DICED, right?
DICED.
Yes,
Yes.
right. So prejudiced.
Prejudice.
Right.
Prejudice.
Prejudice, prejudice.
Prejudiced.
Okay, I think you're pronouncing it as prejudice.
Uh,
Prejudice, prejudice.
Prejudice. Not D. I am totally avoiding D.
No, after D, you have to make it I. It is I.
I.
Prejudice,
Ah.
prejudice.
Ah. Okay. Prejudice.
Right, right, right. That's it. Prejudice. Yeah.
Prejudice. Okay.
Right.
This needs some practice also. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Right, right,
Yes.
right.
Some
Prejudice.
difficult words. There are
Mm-hmm.
not only here. Some advanced words. These are called advanced words. I think we need.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
I think there is one novel,
Yeah, Pride and Prejudice.
Prize
Yeah.
and Prejudice,
Pride and
written by
Prejudice. Right.
Jane Austen.
Yes,
Mm,
Jane Austen. Yeah.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
about women, right? It's about women. It's actually one of the you can say one of the classic books on like female literature like that, about feminism and so on like that. So one is Pride and Prejudice, another one is called Little Women. So these are the two big books. They were made into movies also, etc.
Yes,
Right,
some
right.
2-3 versions also
Correct.
made.
Yeah.
And another word is apathetic. Apathetic.
Right. So what do you understand from that word, prejudice?
Prejudice. Yeah. Prejudice.
Prejudice. Prejudice.
Prejudice means, those who have uh, uh, limited. They stick to their opinions, and they don't change, and they have some belief system.
Right.
They don't others to they don't respect others' opinions. They always think that they are correct, and they don't allow others' opinions into their homes, into their lives also. They don't allow.
Correct.
They are biased people, like you said. Biased, and this kind of attitude, it is very dangerous. Whenever they show that kind of feelings, it will, if they show it in their homes, okay, but if they are showing them that kind of behavior in the office, it will damage the whole office system also.
True.
In the society also, even if in the party, in a political party, for some important leaders, they have this kind of attitude. It will affect total society. It will affect the growth of society, and people in a larger perspective. If I want to talk in a larger perspective, prejudiced leaders, they are very much harmful to the society.
Right.
Yeah,
So
that
you're pronouncing it as prejudice. Don't
pre-
pronounce it as prejudice, prejudice.
prejudice. Yeah,
Right.
prejudice.
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 Right. Prejudice. Yeah.
I am adding you, I think.
Yeah. You're adding the U after the D. That's it.
After that, yes.
Right. You're making it as prejudice. Right.
Yes.
So prejudice.
Prejudice, right? Thank
Right.
you.
Prejudice. A biased
Prejudice.
person is called a prejudiced person.
Prejudice person.
Right. Yeah. He has strong opinions about things, etc. Or we can say an unperceptive person can also be called as a prejudiced person.
Sorry.
Right. A critical person can also be called as a prejudiced person. Right. Critical in the sense like someone who like criticizes a lot.
Yes.
That's it.
They are not open-minded.
They are not open. The exact opposite of open-minded. That's it. Next one.
Next one is apathetic.
Right.
Apathetic is also a kind of negative word. It is very they are stone. Their heart is like a stone.
Correct.
If something is happened, some drastic. Some there are if there are serious or sorrowful happenings around them, they don't look at them. They don't feel. They don't feel, and their feelings are very limited. They are stone kind of attitude, or
Attitude.
heart, stone hearted
Correct.
people.
Correct. You can say the exact opposite of sympathy is called apathy.
Apathy.
Right. Apathy. Right. So apathetic person basically means the opposite of a sympathetic person.
Sympathetic.
Right. So we have similar words. One is called sympathy, another one is called empathy, and the third one is apathy.
Apathy.
Right. Yeah. So sympathy means like feeling sorry for someone. Right. Empathy means like exactly what the other, not only feeling sorry, but exactly what the other person is going through.
Yes.
It's a stronger term as compared to sympathy. And apathy basically means having no concern for others. That is called apathy.
No concern.
Right? No concern at all for others is called apathy, basically. Right.
Yes. Apathetic. I have also seen this kind of people everywhere, apathetic to the environment.
Yeah.
They are Even in the press field, in the media, because of regularly there are many events happening. I mean, accidents, killings, crime elements are going up regularly, because we as journalists regularly watching them, and some cruel incidents and cruel stories we are listening, watching, and some scenes also we are seeing. We are watching first-hand information we are getting, so that our senses, they are becoming numb. I can say they are becoming numb, and numb, and so slowly we journalists, we are becoming apathetic, and if there is an accident and some 5 or 10 people died, even that also we don't think about their families. Just we think about numbers only.
True.
We numbers, some 9 people dead, or 10 people dead, or 15 people dead. So we think about getting numbers. We try to give that number. So in our conversations, you don't see any sorrowness in our conversations.
Right. That's true.
In the newsrooms, somewhere some accident happened, or somewhere there are calamities, natural calamities. When there is, I mean, these natural calamities, when there are natural calamities, thousands, hundreds of people die. Died. And so in that situations, we watch those visuals, and we try to give those visuals to the audience. But we don't give a single thought about the lives of those people.
That's true. That's absolutely right. You don't give, right? We don't consider that much, especially like you can say, in the case of like politicians also, right? For politicians also, you can say that they can be apathetic people, right? Apathic, right? They have a lot of apathy, in the sense like for them also, people are just numbers, or
Numbers,
voters, right? For them, people are just voters, right? The vote base rather than people, actually, right?
Even we compare with other media also, that media has given 55 people dead. We are giving only 50. Now we don't have other five. We are not adding that five. So why are you not adding that five? That our boss will come, and that media is our rival media is giving 55, and you are giving 50. So you don't have you don't have right numbers with you. So go and check and get the correct figures. So it is like a running race. They are giving more details. We are not giving that many details. So we try to, I think you said long back one word. What is called that scrolling? What is that scrolling?
Doom scrolling.
Doom scrolling. Yeah, that kind of attitude. Doom scrolling.
Okay. Good use of that word, right? So always looking at like negative news,
Negative news.
right? Always looking at negative news. Yeah, that is called your doom scrolling.
To satisfy viewers, to satisfy that kind of doom scrollers,
Right.
we are always ready to air sorrowful, sad events. Whenever there is good thing happening, we don't give that much importance. Just within 1 or 2 minutes, we conclude it. Whenever there is a bad thing happened, we give it for hours together. We try to show that bad event. We are becoming apathetic. Being as a journalist, I want to say.
Right.
Insensitive. Next word, insensitive, also a kind of insensitive.
Right. I think as a journalist, the even better word would be insensitive rather than apathy, I guess.
Yes, we are
Right, in
becoming
the sense
insensitive.
like in the sense like you're not exactly because you are seeing, right, you're not becoming too sensitive also. Right. So apathy is a negative term, you can say. Insensitive is what we call as somewhere in between, not even negative, but and not even positive.
Yes.
Right. Somewhere that lies in between, you can say insensitive.
Insensitive. Yes.
Right. Yeah. Right. So you're becoming right. So you can say insensitive to a lot of things. That's it.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. So
I,
almost the same as apathy.
yes.
Yeah.
So whenever we see people like those who are apathetic, we
Mhm.
are calling them insensitive also. But in a this is lower degree.
Yeah. Yes.
Insensitive is in a lower degree. We call them insensitive.
Correct. 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 That's it.
Solitary, solitary person is a person who always he is lonely. I think solitary means lonely.
Yeah, right. He
Uh,
always prefer like his own company rather than others. That is called a
other
solitary person, right?
solitary persons.
Right. Solitary people, not persons.
Solitary people.
Solitary
Solitary
people,
people.
right? In like army and all that, there is a type of what we can say, there is a type of punishment that is called solitary confinement.
Solitary confinement. Yes.
Right, solitary confinement in the sense like when someone has done something wrong, they are like forced to spend a couple of hours alone in a room,
Okay.
right?
My God.
Alone in a room, right? That is called solitary confinement. It
Okay.
can be 24 hours, it can be 44. Initially, like, during World War and all those things, when the prisoners of war that they were called, right? POW as we called it, right? As they were called, right? At that time, they were used to send, right? They were kept in these kinds of things, solitary confinement in a
Solitary
separate room
confinement.
somewhere, and they have no idea whether it is day, night, nothing.
Yeah.
This was a punishment that he used in order to break these people.
Okay.
Right,
Okay.
solitary confinement, so it
Solitary
comes
confinement.
right, so that word comes from there,
Yes.
solitary. So a person who, right, who exists alone, you can say, right, who prefers their own company rather than others, that is called a solitary person.
Solitary person. Yes.
Correct. Yes.
We will find these kind of people, solitary persons. Whenever we see, we have to take care of them.
Mm-hmm.
We have to think about them because there may be a bad thing happened in their life.
Right.
So if we assist them or if we help them,
Mm-hmm.
proactively we have to approach them and we have to we have to understand their psychology
Mm-hmm.
and we should help them so that they will come out of that situation.
Right, 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 right.
So that they mingle with other people.
Correct, 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 that's true.
Uh,
Can say usually people who don't have that social skills, you can say that also,
Social skills.
right?
Nowadays, they
Yeah.
are very important.
Right,
Social
and
skills.
to some extent you can say things like introvert also,
Introvert also.
right?
Yes. Yeah.
Introvert, that's
Yes.
it.
Yes.
So that is called a solitary person.
Solitary
Okay,
person.
yeah. Yeah.
This is rebellious.
Right.
Rebellious persons, you will find them everywhere, and they don't. They are against the regular norms and principles. They are.
Hmm.
If you if there are too many rules and regulations,
Yeah.
they don't stick to them and they try to rebel. They try to sound their voice.
Right.
They are they question people. They question the people who made those rules and regulations.
Right. 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 Question.
Even they are in the news always. They are in the news.
Hmm.
I mean, in the news, in the media also. They always because rebellious people, because they are questioning and they are shouting and they are because of their nature. Media also they take their visuals, their voice, and even in the parties also, in the political parties also, they will see this kind of rebellious people,
Hmm.
rebellious leaders in one party. They rebel their they question the party high command orders.
Right.
Party high command, whenever party high command takes a decision if it is against them, and they try to voice their opinions. Even they don't think about their position also. Whether they continue them in that party or not, they don't worry about it. They always in the news, and even they try to the high command, party high command, they expel them and they suspend them. Even after that also they try to voice their opinions, and even they start their own party also. They start their own party. Even they go to another party and they join in another party. So these kind of rebellious nature leaders we will find everywhere, and even not only in the politics, in other areas also, rebellious nature. It is kind of we can recognize easily this kind of people.
Correct. In one word, you can say rebellious means a defiant person.
Defiant.
Defiant, right? Defiant.
Defiant. Okay.
Defiant. Defiant.
Oh, okay.
Defiant, disobedient, etc.
Disobedient. Yes.
Right? They who are usually right, they are basically they rebel against everything.
I thought it is defiant.
No.
Defiant.
Defiant.
Defiant. Okay.
Right.
Defiant.
Defiant. That's
Defiant persons.
right. Defiant people.
Defiant people. Sorry.
Right. Defiant people or defiant person. That's it.
Okay.
Right. Not persons. Person.
Person. Okay.
Right. That's it. Yeah.
Defiant nature.
Right. Defiant nature, etc. That's it.
And maturity, in our mature people, those who are old, basically many maturity comes only after 40, 30, 40, 50 years. People who are old, they behave maturely. But young people also nowadays, they are showing maturity because of their upbringing and because of their education. Even young people also, they are cleverly, maturely behaving and taking the things in their hand, and taking good decisions. That's why at the young age also, they are becoming leaders, and becoming even world leaders also. If you take our this Satya Nadella, leading Microsoft, and our Indian people, many Indian technocrats. They are becoming They are becoming world leaders at the young age.
True.
Our Pichaya, he
Sundar Pichai,
Sundar Pichai. So their maturity levels are very, up to the mark, and that's why they are reaching good positions.
Good positions, yeah, that's true.
Yes. Inquisitive nature is, they are people, they always want to know, they are why it is happening, where it is happening, how it is happening. So this kind of inquisitive nature, it is very important. You have to inculcate this kind of attitude in our kids also. First, right from the beginning, kids, if they have inquisitive nature, it will help their it will help their future. It will help they will get good marks in the future also. They will get good positions. Inquisitive nature is very important. So whenever they question, we have to give answer. We shouldn't cut their questions.
Correct.
Inquisitive nature, why, who, where. Even as a journalist, we should have inquisitive nature. So we always, our profession depended on 5 W's, 1 H.
True.
Who, where, what, why,
and how.
How these 6, 5 W's, 1H. Depending on this, our profession is going on. So inquisitiveness is always very positive word, and we shouldn't doubt those. We shouldn't criticize people who have inquisitive nature.
Right. You can say inquisitiveness.
Inquisitiveness. Yeah.
Right, inquisitiveness, right? So that inquisitive nature is called inquisitiveness, right? Inquisitiveness. In one word, you can sum it up, and that is curiosity.
Curiosity. Yes. Yes.
Right? Right?
Yes.
Curiosity. That's it. So a
Curiosity. It is that.
person who is curious can be called an inquisitive person.
Yes, yes.
Right? An inquisitive person.
There is a book, Tell Me Why. Tell Me Why
Huh.
is a magazine, small monthly magazine. It is from
Okay.
Kerala. It is from
Okay.
Kerala. It is a from Manoram, Malayalam Manorama people.
Okay. Okay.
They are publishing this book, monthly
Tell
magazine.
me why. Oh,
Tell
okay.
Me Why.
Okay.
It
Okay.
is a
Tell me why.
it is a very good magazine, small magazine. It is for kids. Not only for kids, even adults also, even young people also, students, university students, everyone can read that. Everyone should read that book. It is
True.
40 rupees or 50 rupees every month they are publishing, and they take one topic every month.
Okay. Okay.
They
Oh.
have that to, 1 month they give on prime ministers of India. All prime ministers of India, how they started their life, their political career, something.
Okay.
Sometimes all presidents.
Okay.
So sometimes they give about wildlife of Indian wildlife. One topic,
Hmm.
only one
Okay.
topic. They give that edition.
Right. Right. Right.
Uh,
Right. Okay. Okay.
uh,
Yeah. That
so
is right. That is like what we call as in right. That inquisitiveness.
inquisitiveness and
Right? Inquisitiveness. Right. To find out more. To do more research. That is, yeah.
if you find it in the market, you buy it. You will
Yeah,
find
yeah, small book.
very
I know. Yeah,
yes, you will find it.
inquisitiveness. Yeah, I used to have a lot of those kinds of books, that encyclopedia and all those things.
Yeah, very
Yeah,
well.
I used to love those books, encyclopedia. Right, they are right. That's true. That's true.
So, what is your
Hmm.
opinion on my presentation? I
It
think.
was quite good. It's actually a very good exercise.
Yes.
Right, taking a particular word and then explaining it. That's actually very good exercise. So
Yes.
here we have done adjectives. You can do other things also, like you can do some nouns. You can do right, other kinds of right, adverbs, etc. You can do a lot of other kinds of words also.
Because I explained all this to you, and
Correct.
you also corrected many pronunciations,
Right. Right.
and also you have given some synonyms also,
Right. 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 Right.
so that at least 50% I may remember.
Right. Right. That's true. That's
In
true.
the future, at least 50% I may remember.
Correct. 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 So
So,
just try to focus on the pronunciation of these words.
okay, I will do
Right.
it.
The pronunciation, like for example, we can say conscientious.
Consensus.
Right.
Yes.
Conscientious, like that. Right. Conscientious. Yeah.
At two places it is the SHE.
Right, 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 right. It is always remember that CITI, they all make that sh sound.
Sha. Very good.
Sh
Thank you.
sound, right? Yeah.
Thank you.
Conscientious,
Mm.
like that, right? Conscious,
Uh,
right? So there also it is CI, SCIOUS.
yeah,
So
thank you.
CI usually makes that particular sound, sh,
So, okay.
right?
Uh,
So that sound, right? So that is why. Conscience, right? Conscience, etc.
Thank you very
Right.
much.
Yes. Yes, yes. It was a good exercise. It was actually really good exercise. We
I will
can
do
do.
it tomorrow also.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sure, sure,
I
sure. We
will take
can.
an.
Yeah, you can try picking up other terms also. You can pick up some other
Definitely.
words also. Maybe that you can use in your day-to-day conversation, or which any term that you write, words that you find like this thing. You
Uh,
can even go for expressions also, which you find quite engaging. Right. So did we do any such exercise on expressions?
no.
No. Okay. Okay. We will do one exercise on expressions.
Definitely.
Right. 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 Yes, sir. Fine.
Thank you
All
very
right.
much.
Yes,
I
sir.
think recording
One.
is.
Yeah. 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 Yes. Yes. So right. So you can stop the recording. I think you have that option of stopping the recording.
Yes.